Right, guys, I actually read through this article earlier and laughed my ass off at some of the stuff it talks about. We all know that the world is in a downward spiral of wokeness, becoming a more embarrassingly pussy-whipped version of itself with each passing day. The arts and media organisations are some of the biggest culprits in this, having been infected over decades with the infiltrators pushing their agenda and the narrative to where we see it today. And where we are today is that the arts and media shitweasels are trying to airbrush different races into historical events or people. The levels of stupidity required to do this are beyond comical, and I expect 99% of black or ethnic minority people who see these virtue signalling shit shows cringe as much as we would if someone painted Martin Luther King or someone else as white. At the end of the day, every race should be proud of who they are and their history. They certainly should not support a bunch of woke white tosspots in media and film trying to airbrush them into other people's history. If you ask me, it's embarrassing and actually disrespectful to everyone. I mean, are these art galleries and media shitweasels trying to say that no black person has ever achieved anything in history that is worth note, because we know that that is obviously a load of bollocks? And how does it benefit anyone lying to future generations about their history while they're brushing out the real one? It's obviously ludicrously stupid and not going to work when it comes to making people think that that is how it happened. But as we know, when has reality ever mattered to any of these people? Let's be honest. Breitbart themselves picked up on this latest shit show involving an art centre over in Brussels painting Beethoven as an African man, which I'm sure you would agree is fucking hilarious. And this naturally follows other cringe fests by other media outlets that I have not laughed at before now, so let's take a look at the article, which deals with a couple. It headlines, Woke Art Centre celebrates Beethoven birthday with portrait of composer as a black man. The Centre of Fine Arts in Brussels announced the celebration of the 250th birthday of German composer Ludwig von Beethoven by posting a portrait of the composer as a black African man. What the fuck are these people doing? Oh, and there's a picture of it as well. Fucking hell, that is some cringeworthy shit. What are they actually doing? I'd be embarrassed if I was that guy that they got to pose for that. Mind you, I suppose he's being paid, so why should he give a shit? The centre, also known as Beaux-Arts, published a post on Wednesday on a still from a video entitled Black Beethoven by the American artist Terry Atkins, which features a portrait of the late 18th century and early 19th century composer depicted a young black man with dreadlocks. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And there is the actual tweet. Oh, I don't know if it's a tweet. It's a Facebook post, actually. There is the Facebook post about it. What a fucking cringe fest that is. And you can actually see by the ratio on it there, 53 likes, 107 comments, and 54 shares. Meaning it has been thoroughly shit on. In the work, Adkins presents a portrait of the iconic composer that slowly morphs into that of a young black man with short dreadlocks and back again. The repeated transformation of the image conveys Adkins' unwillingness to settle the debate on Beethoven's race, the post explained. In response to the mostly negative comments on the post, Beaux-Arts added another post stating that the centre wanted to be the place of art and culture open to all audiences, reflecting the diversity of Brussels and our society, but clearly not reflecting reality or actual history that happened. This is just some incredible shit and goes to show the level of stupidity that the world is at in 2020. The conspiracy theory that claims the German composer was a sub-Saharan African man or had any recent African ancestry at all has been thoroughly debunked. I can't actually believe that that was ever even a thing. Who the fuck come up with that lunacy there? It goes on, as the Smithsonian Magazine noted in June, one of Beethoven's colleagues and contemporaries, the violinist George Bridgetower, was black. However, over the last several years, a trend has emerged in film and television to portray historical or fictional white European figures who have traditionally been played by white actors as being performed by black or other ethnic minority actors. This is something many people have seen and laughed their ass at over the years, including people who are not usually involved in politics or any of this woke bullshit that we deal with. They are just normal people getting on with their lives, but when they see this lunacy where you've got like an Asian person playing a white person, they do laugh their ass off. The same way they will laugh their ass off if some white person was playing some openly African or openly Asian person in a film like fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or something like that. It goes on, earlier this year, for example, it was announced that black actress Jodie Turner-Smith would be playing English Tudor Queen and wife of Henry VIII, Anne Boleyn, in a television drama commissioned by Britain's Channel 5. And actually, I remember seeing a fucking picture from that, and it was funny as fuck. Oh my god, that was some crazy shit. I don't know how they thought that was good, but I don't really give a shit about any of that. They can get whoever they want to play whoever they want, and I will just laugh at the stupidity of it and do my best to teach real history to the future generations, let me tell you that. Though, to be honest, I don't think anyone with half a brain cell in the future is really going to believe half of the shit that these people are going to be coming out with. It goes in 2018, the BBC made a similar move in their adaptation of the ancient Greek epic poem The Iliad, which featured black actors in several major roles, including the legendary Greek hero Achilles. I didn't know about that. Fucking hell. The Black Achilles, that one will have to be watched, I think. That could be pretty fucking funny. Where do they get this shit from? I mean, they can't really say that that is being accurate or anything like that. If they're doing it just because they want to be creative, then so fucking be it. But they look fucking stupid, which the BBC does every single time they release anything at this point, so should we really be surprised? And it finishes up talking about a Charles Dickens David Copperfield who was played by a British Indian actor. I don't even give a fucking shit. This is all just nonsense at the end of the day. Let them fucking do it. Let them go woke and eventually go broke. The BBC especially are soon going to have to pay for their own bullshit because the TV license will be gone. Then we will see, literally like I've said, get woke, go broke. Many other TV stations are going to hit that way soon, I am sure. This is just laughable nonsense that 90% of people outside of the culture war on the internet are just going to see, laugh at and completely ignore. The BBC and all these woke tosspots are pandering to like 1% of the population at the end of the day. The rest don't give a fuck and never will.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.